The Chi Nei Chang is what we develop here. That means I teach in the US, but we develop into a clinical treatment and all these things together with the clinical treatment. So the Tao Garden still we call the Chi Nei Chang, official Chi Nei Chang, the world official Chi Nei Chang here. Together we have Chi Nei Chang 1, Chi Nei Chang 2, Karsai sexual organ, and now it takes me a long time to understand the pulse. When I learn with my master, I cannot understand it. The pulse, so we have the light pulse, the book also out, light pulse massage. My master always tell me that a lot of sickness all come from the vein, the vena cava and vein, the blue blood, the return blood. So a lot of sickness come from there. Because that part no pump like the heart pump. So it return back. I study a lot, I don't understand it. Not until lately how to activate and pump the vein. But actually you're not pumping you want to activate the pulse, you have to activate the aorta. But it's wrong. Have to be activate the vena cava. Activate the vein, because the one that the blue blood is the traffic jam. And the aorta, the red blood is not traffic jam because the heart pump. And the pulse pick up because we are too far away. So the pulse pick up and step it up. So when you go to the pulse, so now we develop the cleaning out the ozone. When we have this one, and this is the new model that the US, but the US don't allow to do it. But the model is established there. So now we're successfully doing the kilozone. So this is what a lot of holistic in US, they're still doing that. It's not legally, but not illegal. So chelation and ozone put together. So chelation, ozone, because it filter out and you put ozone in there. So the filter we have, you filter the uric acid. Some of the things that in the blood cannot take out. Very hard to get out. Like fat floating in you cannot take it out. Because the body regarding fat is very important. So whatever they can store the fat, they do it. So they store everywhere. They store in the stomach is okay, but when they started to store in the liver, we get trouble. Fat is very important. It's our survival in winter. So in the fall, if you eat more fat, it store them all. It store in the liver and go to the heart and go and store everywhere. And they think that okay, the winter we will use them, right? Have we ever used them? In winter, you have supermarket everywhere. So the fat we have is too easy to get in, but very hard to get out. Yeah. And I find out that it can get a lot of fat out. Uric acid also we cannot get it out. Kidney cannot do it. I don't know why the kidney don't do it. And fat, the kidney don't do it. Because kidney is smart and they know this is fat. Is very important food for survival. So many million years ago, we already have this information for the body. So that's why we try to cut off the fat and sugar. So these two things is so easy. White sugar, I gonna check them, because I forbidden anything to use the white sugar. Now we try to use if we use sugar, we use the sugar cane. The sugar cane, the coconut, natural sugar, the palm sugar, all these things are more natural, okay? And apple juice. So all these things, because I told them to have to be prepared. So the stock is the important part because they have to do 6 hour stock. And it's a lot of work to boil the stock because the stock with nothing, it's just, so all the things that you have here, sometimes you feel sweet because of the pumpkin. So we put a lot of pumpkin, daikon, onions, carrot is all sweet, natural sweet. And you boil them for 6 hours. And sometime in the morning, they don't do it. They only do for 2 hours and they get out. And that's not right. They have to do it on the next day. Fat, a lot of time the animal fat is already digested. Because our stomach, have to digest the food into nano state. And when you go to the small intestine, in not nano state, the small intestine will not absorb it. And that's why the people, when they're so stressful, and whatever they eat, the stomach cannot digest, and too many gas blow off. So you work hard, and you have no and cannot digest, and the food cannot in the nano state, and the small intestine cannot absorb it. Now you end up with eating and cannot absorb enough nutrition in. But fat you go through, because fat already digested by animal. Also very easy to digest because in a very small state. But white sugar, if you put in the water, it becomes very solution, like water. So they're already in a nano state, so that's why the sugar and fat, it go right into the intestine. But the other food, if we don't digest them into the nano state in the stomach, the small intestine cannot absorb. And that's what we call now chronic fatigue syndrome. They came here, make comment, and now they come back to talk to me again. And I explain to them, they say, oh yeah, I understand. It's very simple. You are so stressful, and you try to, you eat, and you're so stressed, you not digest. Now you work so hard, and the small intestine cannot absorb the food. Now you work so hard and no food. It's just like your body cannot survive. So nothing feeding you, and you still work so hard. To one level, the whole cell, no nutrition enough to feed, so all the battery gone. We call the dantian cannot store qi, kidney have no more energy, and now you're in a fatigue syndrome. Or we call the adrenaline fatigue syndrome. It's the adrenaline in kidney. It's gone, totally gone. Work so hard, it seems like you eat a lot, bro, like this. But all is fat and sugar. Because fat and sugar go in, but nutrition cannot digest, cannot absorb. So if you have 2 kilo going in, you're in big trouble. You see, the fat is stored everywhere. In the blood vessel, in the liver, in the heart, in everywhere. Because they think that I store them, it's not very important. Sugar, when it's too much, it becomes poison. So the body tries to get rid of it. So the pancreas will work very hard. So this is the number one killer of the fat and sugar. Because no matter what you eat, sugar a lot, it absorbs right into the body. But nutrition not go in. So the sugar sugar have nothing to burn. And burn whatever we have. And that's why we come to a fatigue syndrome. Fatigue syndrome is simple. Your mobile telephone battery don't take charge anymore. So what do you do? Throw the battery away and change a new battery, right? But we cannot change the whole intestine and the kidney out. This is your battery. So we always, very important about this intestine. If you eat, you walk, and you bear a little bit, and you rub it. This is the battery. Bio battery, rechargeable. This is rechargeable. So that's why in the Dao practice, we always focus in the dantian. Make sure it's warm, and we always rub the kidney warm. This is 2 batteries that you charge. So when people really follow a simple way, you have a better life. Learn how to smile. We can be very busy. That is life now. Every day, you have schedule. You're already stressed. It's very stressful. Okay. Thank you so much for coming, and hope you enjoy the Tao Garden.